Welcome to AVH Radio. You are listening motivational training series for this week. Before starting today's session, let me wish a happy new year to all of you. May you achieve a grand success and happiness in the new year. On the eve of Monday 30th December 24, I was watching a famous Hollywood movie, Lamborghini. In that movie, there was a discussion between Ferruccio Lamborghini and his father. Ferruccio wanted to start a new factory to bring cheaper tractors which were more powerful and smaller in size. His father was a farmer. He was reluctant to give permission to his son Ferruccio. Then his son replied, "The sun rises and the sun sets for most men, and they die. But for some great men, their name lives on." He wanted to live forever, and he suggested his father that I want my name to be remembered forever. He further replied, "We only lose when we give up." And this is true. This is true in the circumstances. How to become a champion, a successful person. In a book written by Michael J. Herman, he replied, for some people, they have many excuses like, I can quit, I can drop the ball, I can stop what I am doing, I can refuse to try, I can cry and whine about life's unfairness, I can throw a tantrum and wish things were different, and I could that. It is simple since what people expect from other people. I could do that if I were built another way, if I were a different person. Some people will never succeed, not because they don't want to, or because they cannot. They won't succeed either because they refuse to try or because they give up and quit too early. Life is nothing more than a series of lessons that stretch over many years and a sequence of experiences that either result in positive changes that make life better or in life's ongoing amongst and confusion that create misery and the situation vulnerable. What makes life valuable and what identifies those with the edge from those that simply get by is attitude, commitment, and the results, and efforts to assist those who choose to increase their odds for success. This lecture is created to help soften the tough times and to aid in manifesting the most stellar examples of your talents during good time. There was an interview with Professor Amartya Sen after he won the Nobel Prize by V.K. Ramchandranan, and this interview was published in the November 6, 1998 issue of the Frontline magazine by the Hindu group. The question was, what is his view of development as freedom? Mr. Sen replied that there were 5 kinds of freedom. The first is internal freedom. That is the freedom to be creative, to reason and think. For that, important policy issues are education, communication with others, and the openness of society. Second is participatory freedom. And here the principal issues are democracy and political liberty. But particularly a society based on public debate and discussion. And then third is transactional freedom, that where markets enter and where one part of Adam S. Smith's writings were very important. The freedom to participate and exchange and to deal with each other. The fourth is procedural freedom, which includes absence of discrimination and inequality of treatment. And finally, fifth is protective freedom. Even though we want chance and circumstance to be dominated by human will, there will be the situations in which things go wrong. And when they do, there must be social safety to prevent people from falling down under. So, these were the excerpts from the interview with Professor Amartya Sen. Now, let me discuss who is a champion. It is really a stiff way to be a champion in life, but only one who can run on incessantly in the right direction makes the champion in real. In the circus of success, there are only 2 rings. First ring that you are in, and second ring that comprises everyone else. A lot of people speak about success, but in this audio series, you will find a different perspective about the success. At the end of the series, you will discover the best within yourselves and to find the precise, powerful, and internal strengths that empower you to propel yourself to your true identity, your true destiny. As human beings, we are naturally predisposed to evolve to something higher than what we currently seem to be. This system of development has worked for the past million years or so. It has brought us from living in caves and competing for hides of buffalo to building cities and competing for higher values. Those individuals who compete the most effectively are called champions. Everyone else is called competition. So, there are 2 circles. Some people believe that champions take time to carve out of otherwise ordinary flesh, human flesh, while others contend that we are either born as champion or that we are born as ordinary people. I assert that both are true. We can learn to become champions. We can learn how to become better champions. So, what separates the complete champion from anyone else? Is it discipline and commitment? Yes, it is the focus exerted by the individuals so driven to achieve their goals that anything less than perfection is unacceptable. Who is a champion? He or she is the one who, no matter what the circumstance, endure all to the end. I believe that all these factors come into play at the time. So, let me end this first lecture training session on how to become a successful person in your life. We will continue next week. Let me wish a happy new year again to all of you, to bring a grand success for your life. Thank you.